I married a man in a coma. Not for love, not for money, but because my stepmother gave me an impossible choice: marry him or watch my father die. So I became Mrs. Vance, wife to a vegetable, a widow in waiting. Then he woke up, and the first words out of his mouth: "If you ever have my children, I'll destroy them with my own hands." 4 years later, I came back with twins, and my genius son hacked into his computer with one message: "Come find me, you coward." This is the story of how I survived the worst betrayal of my life, gave birth to 2 incredible children, and faced the man who vowed to destroy them. Let me take you back to the day my life ended. I was 23. My father's company had just collapsed. He'd had a massive stroke. The medical bills were crushing us. My stepmother, Margaret, stood in our living room, her perfectly manicured nails drumming on the coffee table. "You can see your father if you either marry Julian Vance or produce $2 million. Your choice, Julian Vance, the wealthiest man in Crestwood. Also, in a coma, vegetative state. The doctors gave him until spring at most. His mother was offering a fortune to anyone who'd marry him before he died, but no high society woman would touch him. That's where I came in. The desperate stepdaughter, the perfect sacrifice." "You're trading me for money," I said. Margaret smiled. "If you refuse, I'll stop your father's treatment." "I'm still his wife. I can end his care whenever I choose." She wasn't bluffing. She never did. I needed money. Fast. So I called Nathan, my boyfriend of 3 years, an executive at Vance Pharmaceuticals. Surely he could help me. His phone rang. From inside my house, from my stepsister Vanessa's bedroom. I froze at the bottom of the stairs. "It's my sister calling." Vanessa's voice drifted through the door. "Aren't you going to pick up?" Nathan laughed. "Who cares about that prude? 3 years and she's never let me touch her. I bet she's got some problem. But you? God, I can't get enough of you." My phone slipped from my hand. 3 years. 3 years of trusting him, of believing his promises that he understood, that he could wait. "My uncle's a vegetable now," Nathan continued. "Won't last long. Once she marries him and becomes a widow, I'll sweet-talk her into giving us everything. Then you and I are set for life." Vanessa giggled. Something inside me shattered, then immediately hardened into something sharp. I'd been too trusting, too naive, too willing to endure cruelty for the sake of family. Not anymore. I picked up my phone with steady hands. "I'll marry Julian?" The wedding was 3 days later. Small ceremony, 2 sweet flowers, guests watching me like I was a funeral procession. I walked down that aisle alone in a white dress, knowing exactly what they were thinking. Poor girl, she'll be a widow in 6 months. I spoke my vows to a man who couldn't hear them. Julian Vance lay in his hospital bed, hooked to machine.